Welcome back to Dinar Community Channel. The global financial world has been stunned by a monumental shift that has turned speculation into undeniable reality. For decades, the Iraqi dinar has been at the center of whispered conversations, long-term holdings, and unshakable belief among those who followed the intricacies of international finance. Yet few could have predicted that the long-awaited revaluation would not just meet expectations but would exceed them in historic fashion. With the official recognition of the Iraqi dinar at $8 to the dollar, markets around the globe have been thrown into a frenzy, exchange centers are overwhelmed with demand, and financial institutions are scrambling to keep pace with this once-in-a-lifetime development. The magnitude of this change cannot be overstated. For years, analysts, investors, and currency enthusiasts debated when and how Iraq might reclaim its rightful place on the world's financial stage. The nation's natural wealth, its energy exports, and its central role in Middle Eastern stability made it an undeniable candidate for economic resurgence. However, instability, political delays, and global skepticism kept the currency undervalued far longer than many expected. Today, that reality has been completely upended. An exchange rate at $8 has catapulted Iraq not only into the spotlight but into the center of global financial conversation. On the ground, the impact has been immediate. Exchange centers across North America, Europe, and the Middle East have reported unprecedented activity. Lines of individuals, many of whom have held dinar notes for years, stretch outside bank doors. In some regions, exchange appointments are fully booked for weeks ahead, with banks implementing structured scheduling systems to manage the massive demand. In major financial hubs like New York, London, and Dubai, entire floors of banks are reportedly dedicated to processing Iraqi dinar exchanges. What was once dismissed as speculation has now matured into full-scale financial reality. For the global economy, the ripple effects are profound. A rate of $8 instantly places the Iraqi dinar among the strongest currencies in the world, rivaling and even surpassing traditional heavyweights like the Kuwaiti dinar and the Bahraini dinar. This sudden ascent alters the balance of international reserves, trade calculations, and investment flows. Multinational corporations with exposure to Iraq are recalculating their balance sheets overnight. Central banks are scrambling to adjust reserve portfolios, ensuring they are not left behind by the restructured valuation of Iraq's currency. The reactions from ordinary holders of dinar are no less dramatic. Many of these individuals have patiently waited for years, some even decades, holding onto their investments through skepticism and doubt. Today, they are witnessing a financial windfall that few assets in history could rival. A modest holding of 1 million dinar now translates into $8 million, a life-changing sum for countless individuals. Stories are emerging of people who are suddenly debt-free, able to purchase homes outright, or even considering early retirement. For these investors, the decision to hold through uncertainty has now paid off beyond measure. But this moment is not without its challenges. The rapid influx of wealth into the hands of individuals is already prompting discussions about responsible financial management, taxation, and long-term stability. Financial advisors and wealth managers are seeing a surge of new clients, many of whom are unprepared for the complexities that accompany sudden wealth. The difference between short-term gains and lasting prosperity, experts warn, will depend on discipline, planning, and secure strategies for wealth preservation. Governments too are grappling with the implications, preparing to manage tax revenues, financial disclosures, and regulatory oversight in the wake of this exchange frenzy. From a geopolitical standpoint, Iraq's transformation into a currency powerhouse reshapes its international standing. For years, Iraq's economic struggles were tied to conflict, corruption, and underutilization of its resources. Now, the surge in its currency has created new opportunities for infrastructure development, international trade, and domestic reform. The Iraqi government has already signaled its intention to direct newfound stability toward rebuilding key sectors, investing in education, modernizing its banking system, and fostering international partnerships. With the revaluation, Iraq is no longer viewed as a struggling state but as a central player in global economics. Global markets are reacting with both excitement and volatility. Stock exchanges have seen fluctuations as companies with exposure to Iraq or heavy currency holdings adjust to the new valuation. Commodity markets, particularly oil and gas, are recalibrating in light of Iraq's increased purchasing power and export leverage. In some cases, international contracts are being renegotiated, as counterparties adapt to the restructured value of Iraqi transactions. The shockwaves extend to smaller economies as well, many of which are reassessing currency alignments, bilateral trade agreements, and potential partnerships with Iraq in anticipation of long-term stability. The banking sector has perhaps faced the most direct challenges. In the United States, Wells Fargo, Chase, and Bank of America have all reported record-high activity at exchange desks. Specialized wealth teams are being deployed to guide clients through the process, with emphasis on structured appointments, private banking consultations, and fraud prevention. In Europe, major banks such as Barclays, Deutsche Bank, and BNP Paribas are mirroring these measures, ensuring security and efficiency in the face of unprecedented demand. Meanwhile, in the Middle East, exchange centers in Dubai, Doha, and Riyadh are running 24-hour operations, reinforcing the historic scope of this transition. Technology has also played a crucial role in this transformation. Digital platforms and mobile banking apps are experiencing record traffic as customers check exchange rates, schedule appointments, and monitor balances. In some cases, platforms have even crashed under the sheer volume of users, a testament to the scale of interest and participation. Security systems are being tested like never before, as banks prioritize the protection of clients' data, verification of currency notes, and prevention of scams. Authorities are cautioning individuals to avoid unverified dealers or offers that promise instant access to funds outside official banking systems. This brings forward a critical issue: scam prevention. With billions of dollars in new wealth being unlocked, bad actors are predictably seeking to exploit unsuspecting investors. Reports are already surfacing of fraudulent exchange offers, counterfeit certificates, and deceptive wealth management schemes. Governments and banks are issuing urgent warnings, reminding individuals to only engage through verified channels. Law enforcement agencies have established hotlines and task forces dedicated to investigating suspicious activity tied to the dinar revaluation. The unprecedented nature of this event demands heightened vigilance, as opportunists look to take advantage of those unprepared for the complexities of sudden financial change. Looking forward, the implications of an $8 dinar extend far beyond immediate exchanges. For Iraq itself, the windfall presents an opportunity to cement its place as a global financial power. With strengthened reserves, enhanced creditworthiness, and newfound international confidence, Iraq can pursue ambitious development goals. Infrastructure modernization, investment in renewable energy, and technological innovation are now firmly within reach. Moreover, the government has the potential to reduce reliance on foreign aid, strengthen sovereignty, and foster national pride in its renewed economic strength. For the global community, Iraq's revaluation marks the start of a new chapter in international finance. Currency revaluations of this magnitude are exceedingly rare, and the lessons drawn from this experience will inform future economic strategy worldwide. Policymakers, financial institutions, and investors are now faced with the reality that global currency alignment is far from static. The shifting tides of economics, resources, and geopolitics can create sudden transformations that rewrite the rules of finance. Iraq's dinar, once dismissed as stagnant, now serves as proof of the power of patience, vision, and strategic planning. Yet amid the euphoria, cautious voices urge balance. Analysts note that maintaining an $8 exchange rate will require disciplined fiscal policy, political stability, and sustained growth. Inflation control, banking reforms, and continued transparency are essential to preserving credibility. Iraq's government, in partnership with global financial organizations such as the IMF and World Bank, will need to navigate these challenges carefully to ensure the revaluation is not a temporary surge but a lasting foundation for prosperity. For individuals who now find themselves beneficiaries of extraordinary wealth, the road ahead is equally complex. Responsible financial stewardship is the cornerstone of converting windfalls into legacies. Experts recommend a focus on diversified investments, prudent spending, and professional guidance. The temptation to splurge or pursue risky ventures is real, but the opportunity to secure generational prosperity is even greater. Wealth managers emphasize the importance of building sustainable financial ecosystems, including trust funds, real estate portfolios, and income-generating investments that can weather future economic fluctuations. Communities are also feeling the ripple effects. Stories are emerging of sudden philanthropy, as individuals blessed with new wealth turn their attention toward charitable giving, community development, and support for causes close to their hearts. Schools, hospitals, and local charities are receiving unexpected donations, a reflection of how deeply this transformation is touching lives beyond individual bank accounts. This collective empowerment has the potential to transform neighborhoods, towns, and even national communities, fostering a spirit of renewal and shared prosperity. Social media has amplified the story like never before. Platforms such as X, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube are flooded with testimonies, live streams from exchange centers, and celebratory posts from those experiencing financial breakthrough. The digital era has ensured that no corner of the globe remains untouched by the story of Iraq's historic revaluation. In many ways, the Iraqi dinar has become a global conversation piece, uniting people from vastly different backgrounds in shared amazement at the unfolding financial revolution. While skeptics remain, even the most cautious observers acknowledge the transformative reality of the $8 rate. The evidence is undeniable. Banks are processing exchanges, markets are recalibrating, and governments are adjusting policies. What was once theory has become practice, reshaping the world in real time. The skeptics may argue about sustainability, timing, or potential setbacks, but the fact remains that the Iraqi dinar has achieved what few currencies in history have managed, an overnight leap into the highest tier of global valuation. The journey to this moment has been long and often uncertain. For countless investors, it has meant years of waiting, enduring ridicule, and holding faith through political upheaval and economic turbulence. Yet today, their patience has been rewarded on a scale beyond imagination. The $8 dinar has not only delivered financial abundance but has vindicated belief in the possibility of global financial transformation. This is not merely a story of exchange rates, it is a story of resilience, faith, and the pursuit of a brighter future. As the dust settles, the world will watch closely. The weeks and months ahead will reveal how Iraq consolidates its gains, how individuals manage newfound prosperity, and how global systems adapt to this seismic shift. The frenzy at exchange centers may eventually ease, but the legacy of this moment will remain etched in financial history. The Iraqi dinar's rise to $8 is not just a revaluation, it is a revolution, one that proves the world of finance is as dynamic and unpredictable as ever. This extraordinary moment invites both celebration and reflection. The celebrations are evident in the lives transformed, the dreams realized, and the opportunities unlocked. The reflection comes in recognizing that such moments are rare, that fortune favors those who persevere, and that global economics is forever shaped by those who dare to envision possibility where others see impossibility. The $8 Iraqi dinar is now more than a number, it is a symbol of change, hope, and the boundless potential of global finance. Like and subscribe for more videos.